Okay guys, here we go for Monday night 9-ball Scotch doubles again. And first of all, before we go any further, I need to apologise for my voice because I've got some sort of chest infection and various other things going on, and hopefully I'm through the worst of it, but more importantly, hopefully my voice holds out. We have joined this match a bit late. We're now into the third rack. And we've got Romario, who's partnered with Lancelot, and he is playing Ripdash, or they're playing Ripdash and Stefan. Remember, it's a handicap tournament, but the two teams in this match, they're both playing scratch, and it's a race to 7. Let's have a quick look at the bracket as that 9-ball combo goes in. And we'll see, first of all, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams in, so it's quite busy for a Scotch doubles tourney. And we'll have a look at the bracket, and the match that we're looking at is that one there. We can see that Bill and Larry have got a bye to the second round, so the winner of this match will go on to play Bill and Larry in round 2. We've got Popman and Samurai, who are playing WizKid and It's Me, and WizKid and It's Me are getting 5 and out. And the final match in the first round is Stwain Kubrick, I think that's his name, and Ushane, who are playing Phoenix and Rico, and Phoenix and Rico are getting the 7 and 8 ball as their extra money balls, and the match is at 1-1 at the moment. So, without further ado, let us just pop back in and we'll see what's happening in this match. Well, we've got Ripdash at the table. Well, again, I think I said, I remember watching Ripdash in another match. I don't know whether I recorded it or not, but I just get the feeling he's under hitting a lot of shots. He's maybe got his mouse a bit too low. So now a chance for Stefan to get on. If he misses this 2-ball collection down at the bottom of the screen here, this 5 and 7, he might be able to get the cue ball up for the 2. Well, he couldn't avoid it. And Ripdash has got no shot in the 2-ball. He could try the cross bank here though. It looks a good bet for a cross bank from left to right, and maybe even back across into the left hand middle pocket, but he needs to hit it hard. Then of course you're chancing your luck if you're going to get your partner on the 3-ball. Well, he's going for cover again and he hasn't got it. Now, how does that look from this end? Well, that 2-ball goes. He just needs to cheat the pocket and hit it at pocket speed. But if he's going to blast it to get back for the 3, he's got no chance of it getting in. Well, that's a bit of luck. He's not left anything on. And what's Romario thinking? Trying to get the cue ball over by the 9 and the 6 maybe? Or is he going for the cut down the rail? We'll soon find out. Well, he's gone for the cut and he's overhit it. And the cue ball's finished in no man's land. His partner's got no shot in the 3, but again he should be looking for cover here with the cue ball. I think he's going to attempt a bank. Well, he played that quite well. Controlled the pace. Got the cue ball nicely on the 4. It's a bit straight though, but no doubt Romario will try and force this in and do something with the cue ball. And that's looking good pace as well for the 5. Now this is where Lancelot just needs to take his time. Played a good positional shot when he took his time in the last shot. Oh dear. Well, I've said it before, if you're going to miss some bad and then it ends up good. I'll be quite happy with that miss. Now I'm just going to mute my mic while I have a cough. That's better. And that wasn't such a good shot. Again, it was weak. And not only that, he scratched, and Romario and his partner, ball in hand. And now this is a crucial one. Getting this cue ball out into the middle of the table somewhere for this 7. And that's a bit too hard. It's going square. And Romario's left with a really tough shot here. And he's got to control the pace. And he's got the 7. And that was well played. Now, don't let your partner down, Lancelot. He's played a good shot to get you this far. You just need to tuck that down the rail. And he's doing the big draw again by the looks of it. I don't know why. Just needs to be gentle. The cue ball's going to come out. That's okay. So, Romario just finishing up with a 9. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, that's okay, is it? Oh dear. Well, that was lucky. So now it's 2 racks all. And Lancelot breaking rack number 5. Number 5. That 2 ball going to spin in? No. Ah, but the 6 ball's gone. So again, this is a good opportunity. Romario looking around to see where the balls are all sitting. So he just needs to get the cue ball over to the left. Oh dear, don't tell me he's done that. That's really poor, Romario. Should give yourself a slap for that one. The whole left-hand side of the table to get that cue ball on. Okay, you can still see an edge of it, but it was really bad. And where's that cue ball going? Well, that looks as if it might finish nice. That's perfect. Now, Romario can just get the cue ball over to the right-hand side. He's got a nice little angle to do it. Or Lancelot, sorry. And he's overhit it. Too much beef into that one. Now this is where Romario just needs to get wise. He just needs to bank this towards the top rail as we look and get the cue ball long down the bottom here. Try and hide the 5 ball. Well, he's went for the bank. And I suppose that's a bit of luck to get on the 7, but he should have played a safe there. 9 times out of 10 he would have missed it and left it on. But he's relying on his partner getting this in. They've gone all out to win it. And it goes, and they're on the 8. Maybe I was wrong, but I still would have played safe. Just a fairly straightforward 9 ball. Just roll it in. So, Romario and Lancelot take a rack into the lead now. 1 rack lead. And the 1 ball goes in. I think something dropped in the bottom left. I don't know what one it was. Was it the 5 ball? Yeah, 5 ball's gone. And I've got a really tough shot down the rail with this too. That's a good shot. Unfortunately though, the positioning on the 3 isn't too hot, so what's Romario going to try? It's anybody's guess. He's went for the cut, but that was really, really tough. And that set it up for Stefan. Now let's see what Ripdash's pace is like on this shot. He just needs to come up past the 7 ball, either side, left or right, preferably the right side, because that 8 ball's in the way. Well, he's overhit that this time, and of course he's missed a 4. And I think maybe nerves are getting a bit the better of Ripdash. But he's got lucky. And Lancelot doesn't negotiate the snooker, so here's a second chance. But of course, we know what it's like when these balls are in the pockets or close to the pockets. Judging the pace to get the cue ball down onto this 6 is always difficult. But Stefan has played that probably as good as you could. Now, what's the angle like? Well, he's a bit straight, and the cue ball needs to move somewhere because that 7's not going past the 9. So Ripdash has to do something with the cue ball, and he needs to draw it across towards the 8. Little stun, and hit it reasonably medium firm. Well, he sees again. Oh, I would say that he's sort of chickened out. He hasn't really gone through with a shot to get prime position, but it's still a cut, and in it goes. But Stefan's lost the cue ball. Where's it going? Oh, disaster. Well, that stemmed from Ripdash not getting good position in the 7, so if they ever want to see where they're going wrong, they just need to look back at this video. So Romario and Lancelot didn't need any more invitation than that, so they've now gone into a 4 racks to 2 lead. 2 ball goes into the top right, 8 ball goes into the bottom right, 6 ball goes into the bottom right. And they're sitting with a shot in the 1. Now here's the crucial one, because this cue ball needs to come back to where it is more or less for Romario to have a shot in this this 3 ball, and he's not thinking. He's not thinking. There's no way he should have left the cue ball there, and that's unfortunate. That was a poorly thought out shot, has to be said. So Ripdash and Stefan maybe thinking they weren't going to get another look in this rack, but they can't do any better than this. And Ripdash needs to not go near that 4 ball. He needs to get the cue ball out and across. And that will do. Now the danger here is if Stefan comes off the left rail, goes across to the right and comes back across, because that 7 ball is a blocker. Now the 5 goes past the 9, so he's got to control the pace of this. And that looks reasonably okay if it keeps running. Well, that's excellent. Now this shot here is just a soft touch shot to roll that 5 in. The cue ball's going to go to the sort of middle diamond there as we look over on the other rail, and it needs to go far enough up the table so that Stefan's got an angle on this 7, and that's gone too straight, but that's okay, because again Stefan just needs to roll through and get the cue ball in a good position for his partner, and that will do. Well, so again, mistakes are being made and they're being punished, so that's what the game's all about. Excuse me, I don't think I managed to get the mute there. So in goes the 8 ball, I believe. No shot in the 1, but good opportunity to get cover. And that'll do it. That's a better controlled shot. And Lancelot, I don't know whether I think that 5 ball's in the way of the hit, is it? He might need to play this with inside English to check the cue ball off the rail. He might be able to hit it. He might. I think it's okay, yeah. Of course, the problem there is that he had no clue really where the 1 ball was going, and it was very likely that this was going to happen. So again, here's a problem for Ripdash. He needs to get down to the equator of this cue ball, hit it with pace, and get the cue ball off that top rail, and a bit of right-hand English to get it back over to the right side for Stefan to have a shot in the 3. That's the shot to play. And again, he's not really gone through with the shot. He's left it. He's got his partner on it, but it's not ideal. But there is an angle, and of course there's the issue. And Stefan, trying to clip the 3, didn't get to the point of the ball, and well, I suppose they're lucky they've left nothing on really. But you can see what I'm trying to get at here. When people don't play the right shot to get the right position, things begin to fall apart. It's a simple equation. If you play the right shot, the odds are you're going to get on the ball. And there just seems to be a wee bit of reluctance from some players to actually do the right shot. Whether it's lack of knowledge, I don't know. But hopefully if they look back at the videos, they might be able to see where they're going wrong, or maybe understand better what they should have done. But anyway, 3 ball still hanging over the pocket. And let's see what Ripdash is trying here. Well, he's trying some sort of weird massey shot, and he's too far away to try this, I think. Yeah. So it goes back into Lancelot and Romario's hands. And that's not the perfect position, because he had ball in hand. And this 4's get into a blind pocket. Romario should get it though. Just play it nice and soft. Now, what does Lancelot do? The shot would be to draw back and leave the 6 ball into the same pocket, but you need to hit it with force, and the cue ball would come off the rail a bit, but you've got to force it. He could go forward as well, but again, well, he's gone forward, trying to leave it into the top left. Well, there's the potting angle, and of course Romario's digging down. Well, he's went the other way. Well, that's still going to count as a mistake. So here, Ripdash with a crucial shot. 9 ball sitting more or less on the spot. And he has to get this cue ball around the table. Now, the shot to play would be the draw. What's he doing? Is he trying to roll this in and leave him long? No, he's playing a draw. But he doesn't want to overhit this. Well, that's going to end up good because it's rolled straight into the 9 and more or less set it up for Stefan. Well, it doesn't matter how you get them, as long as you get them. And Stefan just has a simple 9 to tie the match up at 4 racks all. And Ripdash to break. Rack number 9. Now, in goes the 8, bottom right. Now, that 1 ball does go past the 9. It has to be pocket weight and cheat the pocket off the rail, and that's a good shot. Now this cue ball is going to come straight across to where the 3 and the 9 is, if he doesn't put anything on the cue ball. So not only has he got to get the cut in the 2, but he's got to be thinking about the cue ball. And he's missed that by the country mile. Got his partner on the 3 though. Well, Lancelot, no doubt, going to be enticed by the bank here. And he's missed the bank, but again, he's got lucky. So is Stefan going to line up the jump shot here or what? Well, he gets a jump, but he misses the pot in the 2. Now, there's that little pause we're getting again. And that's a good shot by Romario. And again we're getting that pause. Saw that last week doing the same thing. In goes the 3 ball. Well, Lancelot's left it short on the 4. So the pressure's on Romario to pull out the shots here. He gets the cut in the 4. And this is a tough one, because not the 5 ball, because it's a roll in, but the 6 down that rail's tough. Oh dear. Well, again, they've got lucky. Well, the safety's just to cut the 5 towards the 6 and just bring the cue ball over to the left hand side of the table. If he's going to play this thin off the 5, he needs to hit it with enough pace to get the 5 away from the pocket. But the cue ball's going to be running, so again, Ripdash struggling for ideas here about where the safety is, and all he's done is done his opponents a favour. Put the 6 ball into a potable position. 7 ball goes into that middle pocket. What's happening with the cue ball? Well, there's a disaster, and another gift handed back to Stefan and Ripdash here. The worst possible outcome, letting the cue ball run at pace, and you deserve to get that. When you start running the cue ball around the table like that, that's the best way to get punished. Scratch off the second last ball into the middle pocket. So pressure's on Ripdash here. Well, he's cut that to the rail and it goes in. And if that had been any harder, it wouldn't have. But it's 5-4. Well, 2 ball goes into the top left. And no real shot in the 1. Well, that's not a bad effort. Easy kick though. So it's Romario looking to kick it safe, but well, is it running out? No. Thought it was going to run to the side rail, but we can see where the problem lies. Bottom left hand corner where the 5 and the 7 are, but that 5 goes. It's just about getting the cue ball in a good position for it. And Ripdash undercut it, but again he's left it covered. Full ball snooker here for Lancelot. Now, is he going to try the jump? And I don't think he's got a jump cue, because that was never going to get there. So once again, we've got Stefan and Ripdash here with ball in hand. Stefan double checking the 5 ball, but the crucial one's getting from this 3 to the 4, and he's overhit that. Overhit it by a big margin. Now, what does Ripdash do? Do you try to bank this into the corner past the 5 and the 7? Or is he going to try the cut down into the bottom right? Well, he's went for the bank, and it goes clean as a whistle. And that's a good shot. He's sitting perfect on the 5. Now these balls are easy because they're all adjacent to pockets. Even if that 9 ball's sitting away from the middle pocket, it certainly goes into either corner pocket down that rail, no problem. So it's got to be a total and absolute disaster here for Ripdash and Stefan not to win this rack. And he doesn't want to overhit this and go behind that 9. So The slight angle on the 8 ball, you just roll through off the end rail, bring the cue ball back up, or you just stop it, one of the two. Just a straightforward roll down the rail, no power, just a gentle roll. And it goes. So, Stefan and Ripdash somehow have gotten themselves into a 6-4 lead. Just waiting on one more rack, Ripdash to break, and rack number 11. And no joy this time in the break. Now here Romario's got a good chance to get that cue ball down into cover. Well, he's went for the bank again. Now I honestly don't believe he played to play the hook behind the 5. No way. Well, that'll do for safety. Full ball snooker. I'm just going to change something here, see if it makes any difference, because I'm getting paranoid about my game settings. Hang on a minute. Right, what's my... Oh, it's away up at 120, I don't know why. I'll put it down to 60. But I did that the other night there to see if it'd make any difference with this pause, but I'm convinced it's not my game. It's only happened recently. Right, see if that makes any difference. I don't think it will. Again, perfect opportunity for a good save here. Just cut the one behind the 7 ball and bring the cue ball off the end rail, side rail, and down to the right hand side here. I don't know why he's looking to try and... I mean, he's not looking to see if he can cut it. Well, again, that was just a poor shot. I'm going to have a word with him. There was a much easier safety on there. And it's given Lancelot and Romario a chance, albeit a slim chance after that shot, because Lancelot's in the middle of nowhere on this 2 ball. Now, nice open 3 ball, and the cue ball is either going to have to be played with inside English, that is left hand side as Ripdash looks down his cue to check the cue ball back up the left hand side of the table as we look. Because if he goes up the right hand side, he's got to go far enough to go past that 6 and 8 ball. So he's got to make up his mind. And, well, in the end, he's done neither. But the 3 ball's gone in. He's fluked it and he's gone too far on the 4. And that's a great shot by Stefan. A great cut. Once again though, Ripdash is going to struggle because he's dead straight in the 5. There's a very slight angle there and he needs to go plenty of top to come off this bottom rail and get the cue ball back up towards the 7 to leave his partner on that 6 into the middle. Now, not too much top because he could spin it into the rail. Well, that's almost finished perfect on the 6, on the other side of the 6. But Romario has got the same problem, and he's underhit it as well. Now again, Romario had the easier shot there because again he had a bigger margin of error. All of that left hand side to go up towards the 7 ball, and he was about 2 foot short. Lancelot had an easy safety there, could have hooked him behind the 8 ball, and in the end again, goodness knows what he tried, but they've almost got away with it, because it was a difficult cut. Where's the cue ball going? Oh dear. Well, simple to say here, but Romario and his partner have to run out. They're not going to get a better chance. And now how does Lancelot get his partner on the 8? Well, the way to do it is plenty of top. Get the cue ball out into the middle of the table, down this bottom end here. But again, he's chickened out. He's not got through with the shot, and it's in the middle of nowhere. So Romario's got to pull off a great cut shot. And that was a good shot, but he shouldn't have had to play that. And this has now got the pressure on Lancelot. That's as good as he's going to get. And he's got to make the most of it, because it's game, set and match if he misses this. And in goes the 9. So they live to fight another day. It's now 6 racks to 5. Ripdash and Stefan. Romario breaks. Something went into the bottom left. Was it the 5 ball? No, it wasn't. It was the 7 ball. And just needs to roll the cue ball right over to the rail. Well, that was a fairly easy 1 ball into the middle. And there's some basic mistakes being made here. And I think some of the guys are a little bit nervy playing for their partner. Ripdash going for cover. And that was quite a big target there, but he's missed it. But not a lot of damage done, because this 2 ball is sitting sandwiched between the 8 and the 4. And Romario has given it away, ball in hand after that scratch. And Stefan just going to tie them up behind this 4 and the 8. And that's the right thing to do. The 2 balls now out in the open. All the balls are sitting in the open. And so Lancelot has got to make the hit. Now is he going to get past that 8? He needs to watch. And he's missed a hit. So Ripdash, ball in hand, just needs to leave the cue ball a nice angle on the 3 and fact, where it's sitting right now looks perfect. Is that the 2 ball that's up there? I thought that was the 4. No, it is. It's a 2 ball. My mistake. But again, a little drawback. Not too much. Or is he going to try and leave him straight? Well, that's slightly the wrong angle. The cue ball's going towards that jaw. Is it? No. My eyes must be going. So now Ripdash, perfect angle on the 4. Cue ball up past that 6. Not hit it too hard. Don't want to go anywhere near that 9 ball. Well, he's checking out again. That's leaving it awkward. Stefan's going to have to just roll it in dead weight, I think. And now, the shot to play here is just to kill the cue ball. Try and draw it to a dead stop. Not too much though. You too much beef into it. The cue ball's running away. He's played that well. And this is a simple roll in the 8. And the cue ball's going across to the right for the 9. So, dare I say it, I'm attempting fate. This match is all over. Ripdash and Stefan go through and they win by 7 racks to 5. And Romario and Lancelot, they're going to have to fight in the one lost side for the rest of the evening.